person just because when you have to sit back and you just look at everything, you just be quiet. Like sometimes silence is like the best answer to everything. And it's like a growth as far as being a man and a growth as far as being a player.
But you're not big on silence, are you? You do like to talk, and you.
Nah, I mean, I feel like with me, like it's a time and a place. But like I'm confident. Like I ain't never gonna like hold my tongue for nobody. Like it's a time and a place. And even as far as us athletes starting to speak up, like it's always a time and a place and a situation for everything. Some things are better left to address. Some things are better left unsaid.
Right? Talking about a phone call. Actually, 2 phone calls. One man decided to knock dial those 3 numbers, and now he's just being released on bond, looking at life in prison. Another man's mother dialed those 3 numbers. She needed help. She was trying to save her son, and her son ended up dead. Same 3 numbers, different decisions, same exact outcome. So before somebody hits me with just call the police, I need y'all to sit with me on this one. Because the answer ain't that simple. And I'll break down why. Whole time after the intro.
Talk podcast. Adrian on the line.
Alright, we're gonna start with Terrion Arnold. 23 years old, he was the Detroit Lions cornerback. He was cut as of recording. First round pick in the 2024 draft, 24th overall. This guy's not broke. He's not scrapping. He's got money. He's got status. He goes down to Florida, get an Airbnb with the crew. They step out for the night. They come back. $100,000 in cash. Gone. $80,000 necklace. Gone. Over $200,000 in property. Vanished. Now, you know what they say you should do when somebody robs you, right? You should call them boys. You should call the law. Well, according to prosecutors, he didn't call the law. And I'm saying according to because his legal team is denying everything. According to prosecutors, Terrion identified who he believed took his stuff, organized his people, and lured 3 men into an apartment in Tampa and had them stood, held at gunpoint, robbed. 8 felony charges. 4 counts of kidnapping, 4 counts of armed robbery. The state wanted him to stay in jail till trial. Life in prison is on the table. Well, here's what gets me. The prosecutors are saying he targeted men who may not even have been the ones who robbed him. The judge even in earlier hearings described those victims being beaten and pistol whipped for a better half of an hour. Now, I'm not here to defend that. That's wrong. If those charges hold up, that's wrong, period. But I am going to ask you a question, and I need you to hold your answer. Why didn't Terrion call the police? Don't answer yet, because I got something to tell you first. Okay, October 18th, 2025, Oakland, California. A mother named Leslie looked at her son. She knew something was wrong. Her boy, 30 years old, former NFL running back, 2 Pro Bowl selections, first team All-Pro in 2015, had a 5-year, $30 million contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But he was struggling. Mental health, substance use. He'd been placed on an involuntary psychiatric hold back in August. He was going through it, and his mama saw her son was in a crisis. She did exactly what they tell you to do. She called 911. Doug, he ran into a neighbor's basement. Officers found him, and according to a federal civil rights lawsuit his family just filed this week, the officers restrained him, pinned him face down. One or more officers pressed on his back. Sounds familiar. When they turned him over, he was unresponsive. The officers thought he was sleeping or was pretending to sleep. He wasn't sleeping. He was dying. Paramedics, they were called. Didn't show up for 15 minutes. And when they got there, the lawsuit says they still did not promptly provide medical care. Doug Martin was pronounced dead at the hospital, 36 years old. His mother sent the brain to a clinic to be tested for CTE because she's going to know every single thing what happened to her child. And The Amadeo County coroner has been sitting on the official autopsy for 7 months. And the family attorney said it like this, and I'm going to let these words breathe because they deserve to. When you call for help and the police come, it's not a death warrant. You don't expect a person to die. She wasn't calling to get her son arrested. She was calling to get her son help. And now her son is gone. So now, coming back to that question, Terrion Arnold, young, black, NFL money, allegedly decided not to call the police when $200,000 was taken from him. Doug Martin, young, black, NFL money, his mama called the police during a mental health crisis. One choice may cost Terrion the rest of his life in prison. The other choice cost Doug his life, period. See, I'm not making an excuse for what allegedly happened in Tampa. Those three men didn't deserve what happened to them. Whoever robbed Terrion, they wrong too. I'm not here to untangle all of that. But what I'm asking people to think about is, why didn't he call the cops? The answer is easy. It's history. See, I can count off countless of names of people who, if they would have had the proper resources provided for them in their situation, other than calling 911, they would most likely still be alive. See, the answer lives in the face of every man who's come through Safe Harbor after a system that was supposed to help them put them in instead or call 911. This is not about abolishing the police. In fact, this is about expanding the net of resources that help make officers' jobs easier. I want every officer to make it home after their shift safe to their families and loved ones. However, I also want the people they are called to protect the same sentiment. See, these incidents are not conspiracy, nor are they race-driven bait rage topics. This is a pattern, and you can't fix what you won't face. Doug Martin needed a crisis response. He needed somebody trained to know how to de-escalate, that know how to understand mental health. Like my guys over there at Good Mental Health Network. You need to check them out. See, to meet him where he was, he didn't get that. Terrion Arnold, if these charges hold up, let me say that first. I don't want to put no charges on nobody. Trust me. But if they're true, he needed people in his corner who have been through it to tell him, taking matters into your own hand doesn't make you powerful. It makes you the next headline. It makes your mama cry. It makes a rich lawyer richer. And you broke and your career over with. And you locked up. See? That's what we built here for at RPRF. We don't show up after the van goes off the cliff. We stand on the road and wave folks down like, yo, this is a rugged path you're going down. Trust me, I know the way to a righteous one. Because somebody, somewhere, is weighing that exact decision. Do I call or do I handle it myself? Either way, it might end up a bad decision. So we build a third option. That's the work. That's always been the work. This is it. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Static. Thanks for watching.
Where we talk